This is a real cheats recipe. It's a recipe when you need a little dessert thing or a tea time treat and you can't be bothered to bake, you're feeling lazy. So this is the perfect recipe for that occasion. You need some lemon curd. Ideally, you know, you can make your own. I've got a fantastic recipe for that. Or you can buy a good quality jar. Just a couple of heaped tablespoons into a piping bag. Set that aside. If it's very runny, you might just want to pop it in the fridge for a bit longer. And then I'm gonna take some cream cheese, drain off any excess liquid, and just plonk that in there. And then a couple of tablespoons of ricotta, just to make it really creamy. And you just want to beat the ricotta and the cream cheese together. So it's nice and smooth and creamy. Like so. That's it. And then I have a piping bag with a nozzle on there. I have a fluted nozzle. You don't have to use a fluted one. You could just use a regular one, or you could use no nozzle, just snip off the end. Even if you don't have a piping bag, you could use a bag and just cut the corner. So twist the bag and pop it in, and that way the mixture won't fall out. So it's very simple. Twist and push in. Then I've got my handy little jug. I'm going to use that to hold the bag in place for me. So that goes in. So this is a cheesecake. Mini cheesecake. No, they're going to be little bite-sized cheesecakes. They're kind of the perfect thing to do for tea time. All right, so that's my mixture in there. And then I've got these thin biscuits. They're quite thin. You can use any biscuits you like. I quite like them to be thin and kind of crunchy, so you don't have too thick a base, but you could do something a little thicker. And then this is where you can get creative. So to pipe it, if you've seen any other my piping videos, you just want to twist the top there, and then you have this L shape with your thumb and your finger, and you simply pinch that there, so the L closes. So it sits nicely in the palm of your hand, and then if you have a long end, you can twist that round your thumb. So you're squeezing with this hand only, and that hand is just going to be guidance. So I'm just going to do little flowers like so. And then with the lemon curd, because it's a little bit runnier, it's not got quite the same consistency. Just want to cut a small little hole. Get rid of that. And then just in the little gaps, in the middle, like so. And then you can either keep it open like that, so a little lemon cheesecake bite, or you could make a sandwich, like so, which is quite cool. You could even do another layer and make a millefeuille. Why don't we do that? Try that out. It's a double layer, so. Oh. Cheese doesn't want to stay. There you go. Like so. Lemon curd. You could replace the lemon curd with some strawberry jam if you want, or raspberry jam. The only thing is you might have to blend it a little bit so you get a nice smooth consistency. And a biscuit on top. Voila! If you want to, you could just pipe a line. 2 lines like that. Very easy. And then, so you could do some stripes. You get very creative with your piping. And then let's do a last one. What shall we do? Let me see. Because the mixture's quite stiff. You could do a wave if you wanted to. Now I'm being fancy, I'm showing off. Just a nice simple stripe in the middle. There you have it. Quick, simple, but super impressive. My lemon cheesecake bites. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thanks!